Welcome in Microsoft Excel Part 4. In today's lecture, we learn how to filter and sort Excel tables, how to group data in columns and rows, how to train on data bars, how to train on cell styles, how to format Excel sheet as a table, how to insert charts in Excel tables. We can implement in our previous example, which is calculate students' grades. Open our previous file. This is our previous file, which include many implementations. In the first sheet is the example of calculate students' grades. In the second sheet, implementations of basic operations formulas. In the third, my bet star earnings. In the fourth, absolute reference. In the fifth, car loans payment. In the sixth, house loan payment. Return back to the first sheet. I made some modification in this sheet by modifying the formula to include the marks between 50 and 60. And second, I increase the data by inserting new rows. Let us start by our first implementation in today's lecture, which is filter and sort. Put the cursor in any cell of the sheet and click on data and then click on filter. The filter operation, all the columns has been highlighted by filter operations. That is mean I can make filter for one column or more than one column. And each filter operation includes many operations. For example, if I want to filter the second column, click on filter and there are many operations appear for me. For example, I want to start by sorting operations. Also, there are many types of sorting from A to Z or from Z to A or by colors. For example, I select sorting from A to Z. Just click on it and all the names in the first column has been filtered and the filtered operation has been highlighted and the column has been highlighted by filter operations. For example, I want to go deep in the filtering operations. Here is the another sub operations in the filtering. For example, I need begin with. I need only the names start by letter M. Select begin with and put the letter M and click on OK. It displayed only the names start by the letter M. For example, I need another letter. Click on begin with and put the letter. I put the letter A. Here it displayed only the names start by the letter A. Now I finish implementing the filtering in one column. Also, I can implement in another column. I can implement in one column or more than one columns. For example, I select grade and select text filter. I need only the students, their grades is A. I put here equals A and click on OK. Now the names, the data has been decreased by excluded the students. Their names start by the letter A, but their grades are not A. I can also put another filter. For example, I select the final and select on number of filter. I select greater than or equal to. I need only the students their final marks greater than or equal 45. Select here greater than or equal to, and here put the mark and click on OK. It displayed only the students, their marks greater than or equal to 45. Now in this sheet I made 3 filter operations in 3 columns. I made sorting in the second column and equal in the last column and greater than or equal in the final column, and also I can make another operations. Now it is easy to copy this sheet to another sheet after the isolation of the data. Just highlight and click on copy and insert new sheet here and go to home and paste. And now after this after this filtering operations, I can make any other operations in the isolated data. Save and return back to our sheet. Now I want to move the filter operations. Just click on any cell and return back to data and click on filters. The filter has been removed. Now we can move to another implementation in today's lecture. For example, I want to group the data. Grouping data, that means put the similar data together in one group. For example, I want to group the names. Highlight all the names and return back to data filter again and select group. Here select group, and there are 2 options of group. They are group by rows or group by column. I select group by rows and click OK. All the names has been grouped. That means the similar data has been grouped together. For example, all the names start by the letter A has been in one group, and the names start by the letter M in another group. The names start by the letter Y in another group. Another operations is data bar. For example, I want to make a data bar for the total. Just highlight the total and go to home, conditional formatting, and select data bar and select the type of the bar. Here the bar has been added to the column. The next implementation is cell style. Cell style can be applied to one column or more than one column. For example, I want to apply the cell style for the grade column. Select, highlight the column and go to cell style and select the type of the style. For example, I select this type of the style. It has been changed to the cell styles. Also, I can make some coordination for the text after the selecting the highlight. For example, I can select bold, type, font type, and size, text size, and color, and so on. Our next implementation is Excel as a table. Treated Excel as or convert my sheet to Excel table. Highlight all the columns in the sheet first, and then click on Format as a table. Here there are many options for format as a table. For example, the first one is light, the second one is medium, the third one is dark, and here you can see another styles and another new pivot table styles. For example, I select the medium style or the medium format table. It asks me include the header or not. I highlight the check bar here to say my table has header already, and click OK. Here it inserts the filter operations, remove the filter from it, click on data and click on filter. And here the table has been converted to from Excel to a table. Our last implementation into the lecture is insert chart. It is recommended to make the chart between alphabetic data and numeric data because to be more clear. For example, I want to make a chart for these 4 columns: names and assessment, midterm, and final. Highlight them and click on insert. Here there are many types of charts: columns, pie, bar, area, scatter, other chart, line, columns, win, loss, and so on. For example, I want to insert to apply on the first type of charts, column, select on it, as here also there are many types of columns. For example, I select this type, the data has been changed to the type. Delete, click on it, delete, and select another type of chart, insert, and select this one's bar here, and select this type of bar. There is a difference between bar chart and data bar. Data bar can be implemented only for one column or relative to the data for one column or more than one column. But chart, it is a diagram for displaying the data by a specified technique. For example, here, this is one of the technique of displaying the data in the grid of x-axis and y-axis. Here is the x-axis include the first column, and here is the y-axis includes the first 3 columns, and each column has different color, and this can be maximized and moved here. For example, coordinated, make the screen decrease the view. Here zoom, for example, 75 to see all the data. Here also in insert there is another options, and in this diagram you can implement sub operations like here, like I can give color for the first column, go to home and make it bold and click on text color, and also for this also there is no data here, but if I change the style, maybe change the style of the diagram, change the style and return back to the insert, and here for the column bar, here we need different style here. For example, delete this. I can select different another different style. We can depend only this chart. As I said, you can select different types of style, and you can see different diagrams. Now we are finished our implementations for Microsoft Excel. If we return back to our book, here we implement on different examples. Here my beta store earnings, which has been explained in the previous lecture, calculating with formulas, and here is the absolute reference formulas, and here absolute reference, copy and absolute reference, and also the payment function. Design our today lecture, sort your data in our today lecture, filter your data in our today lecture, charts in our today lecture, and some of the topics are not covered, but most of these topics are covered, and I hope that you benefit from these lectures, or you benefit from the 4 lectures. If you have any questions or notices, you can easily send an email or contact me through the BUC module. Thank you very much.